military in the world. Most of all, Admiral Mullen, Deborah, Michael and I also want to acknowledge your son Jack, who's...
That's exactly what people have been pointing out about Barack Obama over the years, catching those comments where Hess slipped and called Michelle Michael or Mike. Well, now Jaguar Wright is back at it again, digging up those old whispers and asking the real messy question. Like, was Joan Rivers onto something when she threw shade about Michelle? Mr. Rivers, how are you? You made a ton of news officiating the wedding in New York yesterday? Is this like a new cottage career move for you? I am so excited, and I should do very well because I don't show. And do you think that the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president? We have it with Obama. So, let's just calm down. Got it. You know, Michelle is a trans. I'm sorry. She's a what? A transgender. We all know.
Keep the noise levels up.
Want to make sure he knows we're coming, or she.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if she's got some cubs, that's when you really got to work.
Yeah. You know what my kids asked me? They said, you've got to ask the president, does anything scare him?
You know, well, when Michelle's mad, I get worried.
Lead Jaguar Wright has been pointing out. And as always, I've gathered all of them for y'all, including some pretty spicy ones. For starters, Dr. Rafael Espinazo, who was entrusted with former First Lady Michelle Obama's care during the 2008 presidential election, allegedly said, "I know what I saw. Michelle Obama is not a woman who used to be a man. Michelle Obama is just a man with breast implants and a huge shaving bill. On the campaign trail, no medical staff were allowed to go near her other than to take vitals if she got sick, which she never did. I know what I know because I walked in on her or him while he was taking a leak standing up in a bathroom in Trenton. They paid me millions for my silence. But after seeing what they did to this country, I can't keep quiet. Let them sue me. I mean, for a doctor to openly say such things, it must mean something, right? But that's hardly the only alleged receipt. There have been receipts in the past about how Michelle Obama was registered to vote as a man from 1994 until 2008. According to documents allegedly obtained by the Illinois State Board of Elections, and based on what people noted, Michelle officially changed her gender to female in 2008, the same year her husband was running for the presidency. Interesting. Number 3, Barack's half-brother Malik has always stirred the pot with regards to Michelle's identity, asking questions like, "Is Michelle Michael?" Suggesting that there are family members who also find everything suspicious. In fact, Malik has made the speculation a few times, including a time where he tweeted stating he could not confirm or deny the legend of Big Mike, aka Michael Levon Robinson. Actually, as recently as 2024, he talked about how he believes that Michelle is a he and the Obamas are trying to hide her true identity. People have also always talked about how the Obamas always posted wedding pics, but no pregnancy pics or pics of the girls until 3 to 6 years old. Apparently, Michelle tries to tell the public that Malia and Sasha were conceived through IVF. But the truth is that the daughter's real mother is allegedly Dr. Anita Blanchard, who was supposedly the same doctor that delivered the Obama daughters. There are even photos of the two families vacationing together in Hawaii that made rounds with people, claiming that the real parents, Martin Nesbitt and Dr. Anita Blanchard, were always following closely behind so they could keep an eye on the Obamas. So yeah, when Joan Rivers made that bold comment about Michelle Obama, maybe she knew exactly what she was talking about. Think about it. Joan was in the business. She'd seen the rumors, heard the whispers, and knew the kind of talk that was already circulating about Michelle. Some people even believe she wasn't just joking. She was dropping tea. Others were too scared to say, and here's where it gets even darker. After Joan's sudden and shocking death not long after, whispers started flying again, suggesting that the Obamas had something to do with it. Could it have just been bad timing? Or did the Obamas have more to do with it than anyone's willing to admit? I mean, it wouldn't be the first time they have been accused of taking care of someone who got too close to the truth. Y'all remember Tafari Campbell? The thing is, Chef Tafari had been working in the White House, and Hugh went on to work with the Obama family as a personal chef after they left office. While at the White House, Tafari was one of the chefs who brewed White House honey a la beer using honey from Michelle's South Lawn garden. And in 2012, the White House even released a video of Tafari and then assistant chef Sam Cass demonstrating the beer-making process. Unfortunately, Tafari lost his life. And what happened was that he was out paddleboarding on a pond near the Obama's home when he lost his balance and fell in the water. He was not wearing a life jacket, and he was not attached to the paddleboard, and reportedly fought to stay above the water before eventually succumbing. Tafari's body was uncovered after at-Wuday search in Edgartown, Great Pond, near the home owned by the Obamas. According to a police report, the search began after a fellow paddleboarder observed him dip into the water, reappear briefly, struggling to stay on the surface, then submerged entirely. The witness also told police that he tried to swim to Tafari to save him, but did not reach him in time. Then the person swam to shore, where they alerted someone to call 911. But a lot of things have never added up about Tafari's death. And something that was being said was that Tafari had head injuries when he was found, which led people to believe that it was not an accident. There were also reports that he was found in less than 4 ft of water, and that the 911 call was made hours after he fell off his paddleboard. And it was also claimed that Obama's personal coroner was the one who conducted the autopsy. Also, there have been claims that Tafari was writing a tell-all book, and he was unalived because of that. Anywho, it wasn't just Joan Rivers who was out here exposing the Obamas as a prominent figure. Someone like Deanna Lorraine made speculations when she tweeted, "Michelle Obama is releasing a documentary on Netflix called Becoming. Wonder what she is becoming." Another person who made a wild comment is Stu Peters, who also wrote Barack doesn't have children, and he definitely didn't have them with Michelle. Martin Nesbitt and Anita Blanchard are Sasha and Malia Obama's real parents. Nesbitt is also the chairman of the Obama Foundation. Even Chelsea Clinton once suggested that Barack married a man in her since-deleted tweet. In another instance, Lynn Wood brought attention to the fact that the Obama children were adopted, and the world was lied to about something as simple as that. For reference, Lynn Wood and his law firm specialize in defamation lawsuits, and any good lawyer knows not to put anything in writing they cannot defend. Well, Jaguar Wright has also echoed those same claims about Michelle, saying the rumors aren't just smoke, they might be fire. She's even gone as far as to suggest that this could be the very reason Barack allegedly steps out and cheats. It's a messy accusation, but in the world of celebrity gossip, it only adds another layer to the already swirling questions about the Obamas. Plus, the cheating allegations are also not new. Y'all remember Vera Baker? See, Barack met Vera back in 2004 when she worked tirelessly to get him elected to the U.S. Senate, raising millions in campaign contributions. But things allegedly got super spicy between them. And there was even a testimony of a taxi driver who accompanied Obama and Vera Baker to a hotel where the two would spend the night together. The Globe even did an entire expose on this, and the allegation talked about how Vera returned to Washington, D.C. after reportedly being exiled to Martinique, Obama's wife before the presidential campaign, and then went on to say that when Vera worked for Obama on his Senate campaign, he fell hard for her. Apparently, Vera knew he was married. But Barack was the one who made a fool of himself. The article even said that a top D.C. source with knowledge of the event told them the couple spent the night together at the Hotel George. But when these rumors started making rounds, Vera was obviously devastated. Like, she even filed a lawsuit against the Globe for publishing the story, and said that the story came from one of Obama's political opponents. According to Vera, the opponents had a complete disregard for the harm that the story would cause her because they were looking for anything they could use to sully the reputation of President Obama, even if it meant harming others. She said in the lawsuit that the Globe deliberately intended to convey the impression that she and Obama had an intimate encounter at a hotel, which was known to be false. According to the lawsuit, the Globe published the story with multiple headlines, including "Cheating Scandal Erupts" and "Secret Video Could Destroy Presidency." Though there was no cheating, no scandal, and no video. Well, even with Vera suing the publication, there were still questions afterwards like, was there ever an affair? Did the video exist? Was she paid by the Obamas to deny the claims and then disappear? Was she forced to disappear? Guys, I don't know. But we know that there have also been rumors of a divorce in the last 2 to 3 years, with Michelle herself talking about the difficulties of a marriage, how hard it is even when you are madly in love with the person and even when everything works out right, and how she almost left their marriage. People think I'm being catty by saying this. It's like there were 10 years when I couldn't stand my husband. You know, you say that for years, and guess when it happened? When those kids were little. Right. Because you know, you can be all great individually when you're just married. You